Okay, good evening, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our fourth session. So, the fourth session is about cumulative frequency and cross-tabulation. So, this will be on Module 4, Chapter 4. So, we have two lessons 7 and 8. So, we are going to discuss this evening the importance of frequency tables in differential statistics. Then the value and importance of frequency tables and differential statistics. And number 3, understand the basic concepts of frequency tables and differential statistics. So I think this should be easy for us to understand. Okay, so let's go to cumulative frequency. No, so as you have here, this is a continuation of the absolute frequency and relative frequency nga ginagamit natin last time. So this one is called your cumulative. For us to explain cumulative frequency, this will be the analysis that is performed to obtain insight into how often a certain phenomenon is below a certain value. This is to help in describing or explaining the situation in which the phenomenon is involved or in planning intervention. So later on, we'll demonstrate how are we going to come up with the cumulative frequency. So this statistical technique can be used to see how likely an event is to happen, and in the future, you'd be able to perform several decisions that you will be having in your advantage. So technically, cumulative frequency distribution is the sum of all class. Sum of all class. So let me emphasize the statement sum of all class, because all the classes below is in frequency distribution. So bottom balon, it all means that you're going to add the value of all the values that came before it. So later on, we'll have a demonstration on how are we going to do that. No. So cumulative frequency is calculated by adding a frequency from a frequency distribution table to the sum of its predecessors. So the value will always be equal to the total of the observation. And since all frequency will be already added to the previous total, to represent cumulative frequency, or CF, distribution as a continuum mathematical equation instead of a discrete set of data, so you will find it more convincing that it is distributed into a known cumulative probability or distribution. Okay, so demonstration for that will be later on. In the meantime, let's go to your activity number 7. So what you're going to do is to create the same table, or pwede ninyo guys, you can use the table that you passed to me last time sa activity nato nagligad. Pero i-obrahon nyo, dugangan nyo lang ka cumulative frequency. Okay? So you're going to create the cumulative frequency with any statistical value provided it satisfies the need for data on a tabular manner. For reference, refer to your past activity 5 and 6, so that you'll not anymore think about another table. Continue lang ninyo guys ang itong inobra ninyo last time. So punin lang ninyo cumulative frequency nga table, or CF. Okay? So karon iyan na natin later on. Okay? So next will be your cross-tabulations. Cross-tabulation is very easy. As you can see here on the cross-tabulation is ano lang gid students, it's like comparing 2 variables or 3 variables depending on how are you going to define its comparison. So like for example, you have a pivot table. That is a way to create contingency tables using spreadsheet software, no? So you can see on our example, you have there this. In our example, you have there the handedness and sex. So for handedness, it's either you are going to left-handed or right-handed, or for sex naman, it's either you are male or female. So how are you going to interpret this? Like for example, you are a male pero right-handed ka, or sa to, or male ka pero left-handed ka. So it's either female ka man, bae ka, pero right-handed ka, or female ka man pero left-handed ka. So all of these things, like for example, if you're depending on handedness, so if you're right-handed, you have the total here. It's either male or female, and then the total can be found on the bottom. On the other hand, sa right side, or on depending on sex, you have male or female. If you're going to total it, it will give you a similar answer, which is the population of 100. Okay, so for discussion lang gid, it is also called a contingency table, no, the cross-tabulations. Why? Because it is a type of table in a matrix format that displays the multivariate frequency distribution of variables. Multivariate means duro-duro nga klase ka variable. So they are heavily used in survey research, survey, business intelligence, engineering, and scientific research, because they you can usually present it in tabular manner. So you can see, isa mo lang kapag turok man mo do kung ano ang mga variable na makita niyo dyan. So another example is on the left side of your presentation here. This is on SPSS. Pero why pa ka mo gin ano ka example sa SPSS, no? Sa Excel lang ano eh. This is the comparison of class rank into the total. It's either upperclassman or upperclassman or lowerclassman, and then off campus and on campus. So this is a state of comparison, but this is more complicated than the right side nga table. So it is interpreted by your statistical package for social sciences, or SPSS. So pivot tables are a technique in data processing. So they arrange and rearrange or pivot or statistics in order to draw attention to useful information. So this will lead to finding figures and facts quickly and making them integral for data analysis. So this will ultimately lead to the helping businesses or individuals that make educated decisions. On your activity number 8, so what we're going to do is it's called your cross-tabulations number 8. So you are going to create cross-tabulation with any statistical value provided it satisfies the need for data on tabular manner. So what you're going to do, make use of your past activity, no? Hindi nyo pagduraan itong mga activity nyo to sa Excel because ang obrahan ninyo is sugpon-sugpon lang. So, pero I think sa cross tabs, I think you need to create another table or another data. Okay, I think that is it siguro, no? Ad astra sapientia. So this will end our presentation. Okay, so I think we only have 7 minutes presentation, so it's very, very convenient. Oh, good evening to all. Okay, na gamay-gamay pa kamo. Tulad 21 do kita. You are 21 already. So thank you guys for listening this evening. And hopefully nakapayapon doon. But then again, guys, let's have a demonstration of your first of all is your I think your cumulative frequency. So for cumulative frequency, let me demonstrate. Okay, so let me present my screen. And okay, so what we're going to do is to open up your Microsoft Excel, and then this one. Okay, I don't know if we did. Kung na ano ko lang guys, wait anay. I think wala ko siya na wala ko siya na save ang last time. Pero let's make another table, no? Say for example, we have okay, so bags, packages. So the title of our table will be packages. And then for packages used in fashion. So This is an example only. Okay, so we have a bags. We have clothing. Then we have shirts. Then we have jeans. Then we have stilettos. Then we have earrings. We have, I think, we have to create the frequency NI. So let's put here ang relative frequency nga 12. We have the frequency. Then we have the relative frequency, RF. Then the percentage. Then we have the CF. Okay, so ang nagdugang ka natin isang CF, no? So our CF will be your cumulative frequency. Ang sa dalawang gali is the total. So, okay. Butang kita di ka line, thick line, thick bottom border. Okay, so this will be your total. Okay, so first, ang frequency, no? Pang supplyan natin, anay compare siya kabilog. So, 23. So, 52 shirts. So, sa inventory, I can just use in fashion inventory. Or inventory of fashion materials. Pwede mo na. So, depende kanina. All right. So we have here. Wait. Merchant center lang. Parang sa tunga siya. Okay. So in this area, this is how are we going to compute, no? So we have 23 and 45. Then earrings, sabi 10. Okay, to get the total, you can put auto sum here. It's 165. So your relative frequencies, what you're going to do for relative frequency is cosine. And then this one, the value of your bag and your frequency is 12. This will be divided by the total. So enter. Okay, so that's 0.7272. Okay, you jot it down into 2 digits only. Oh, sorry. So for 2 digits, or pwede man, na siya. 2 digit lang bala guys, ang dili niya. Para mahapos siya ibutang sa percentage. So this will be 7%. So kamo guys, sa activity ninyo last time, ang sa inpasa nyo kanakon. Matingala kamo guys nga may mga minus scores kamo, no? Hindi kompleto abi ang iba ninyo nga ang obra. Like for example, ang this one, ang why ka mo nagbutang ka total sa dalom, or probably why ka ang pagkambyo nyo ka percentage hindi itamo ka dyan. So una-una anay nyo sa RF sa 2 digits, and then that's the time i-convert nyo sa konpera. Tapos ang percentage nyo wala percent symbol. So, dapat guys, may dyan ka mo percentage symbol para naka-indicate siya nga percentage. Kaya kung otherwise, hindi mo pag-imuon I think confused ang nagabasa bala kadang inyong statistical data. So that is why hindi nyo pagkalipatan yung mga palyo kadang bagay. So the same thing diya. Okay, ang namin sa Excel, kaya pwede nyo siya i-drop down or drag. So kita nyo din guys, sa may diya, sa may square sa cell, it's cell E5. So the same man actually ang himuon nato di sa mga variable, this one. So parang hindi ito kamo mga problema or gusto nyo shortcut, the same man nga formula ang butang nyo din mo. So what you're going to do, kita nyo those square diya sa dalom mo. As you can see the square here. So i-plaster nyo siya, nagagamay ang imong ano, ang cursor man yung plus. Then double click mo siya. Okay, so this one supposedly amo daygo na. Pero wala siya nag-epekto, no. So i-drag abi kung magga naman. Ay, hindi man gyapon. Okay. So kung hindi, isa-isaw nyo gid, guys. So equal sign 3 divide, then this one, enter. So okay, so butang nyo i-ano nyo ang anang percentage sa duwa lang siguro na para round off siya. So dasig dali mo lang ni siya. Okay, so divide nyo mo lang sa total, then enter. Okay, then magwa naman the same formula. So ako gini sa isa ko gid, pero actually pwede nyo siya ma-shortcut, no. Okay. Actually, yung shortcut kada butangan nyo kadang $sign ang andiya, or pwede nyo ibutangan F4. Pero later lang para kung gamay man lang, guys, why don't you para lang ninyong formula para makapractice ka mo get. Okay, gamay man lang daya gito. Tapos divide nyo siya. Okay, so this one. Then convert nyo siya sa percentage. So this one is 14%. So 14 siya. And next will be 32%. Then next will be 14% also. Then 27%. Then 6%. Okay. So, okay. Now, what we're going to do is to get the cumulative frequency. To get the cumulative frequency, what we're going to do is to get the value of this one. So, like for example, if this is 12, ang obrahon nyo is equal sign, then press nyo ang 12 is ang first nyo na digit, and then enter. So, that's the value, no? Ang ikadwa ninyong, guys, what we're going to do now, after that, is you're going to click equal sign then this one yung sa babaw i-highlight nyo kung anong value ka babaw niya. Then after that is getting the cumulative frequency, no, ang lesson natin for today. Then butangan nyo plus sign, then yung value diya ang saan na bilang sunod nga tandaan nyo duwa ka value ang gin-add ninyo, ang value di sa babaw sa G5, tapos ang value sa D6 ang this one, then you press enter. So amo day value niya, then pwede nyo siya i-drag down panaog, then amo dagwa na. Okay, so again drag down natin siya, again drag ko lang amo magyapon yung formula, no. So the formula na is ang una-una sa babaw equal sign ang diyan lang anay nga value. So kung ma-notice ninyo, guys, ang natabo kung ano yung value kag ang value amo day value niyo sa last sa diaw last. Tapos gin-add mo naman ka 52, 87 na ang score niya, ang buwan na. Tapos ang 87 gin-add mo sa 23, 1110 na siya. Tapos ang 1110 gin-add mo sa 45, mo sa 155. And then ang 155 i-add mo ang 10, mo sa 165. So mo na formula niya. So this will be your cumulative frequency. Amo mo lang guys magbutang ka or maghimo ka cumulative frequency. So pwede niyo siya ma-expound depende sa dang inyong feature or lawig-lawig or lawig gid ang tong sa mga oranges kag grape kag mga pwede niyo man to mahimo. Pero dugangin niyo yung prutas niya, like for example guava, pa yung mga prutas na naman kag butangan ka frequency. Para nga mas lawig-lawig siya. Kag mas tutukan ninyo ang practice ka CF ninyo. Okay? So amo daygo na guys, nakaimo do kita ka table inventory of fashion material. So this one, nabuol naton ang cumulative frequency niya. Okay? Okay. Okay, so before we continue, do you have any questions, Anay? I think this is the one of the shortest session that we'll be going to have because hapos mo lang siya gid. Kagdayon, pwede nyo da actually maobra karon after kadang session nato nga da. May pamangkot ka mo guys, party sa Cumulative Frequency. Okay, kung gusto ninyo nga sugpo na natin, pwede man. You can obra nato. Pero that is lang yun. Another example, no? This one. Hapos mo na to. Hapos mo na to guys. I-add nyo mo lang to. Ano to? Del? Ano si Randel? Okay, questions guys, questions. Okay, so 31, wait lang. Change ko lang sa 40 kay more than 30 na kamo guys, 31 na kamo. Okay, so next will be our lesson on crosstabulations. So for crosstabulations, you can actually ma-crosstabs lang ta siguro tag duwa-duwa ka variable, just like ang example natin to kay na. It's very easy pero ang mabudlay abigid kung magduro-duro siya ka variable, ka value. Sa dang like for example, ang ano nyo per week or whatever no nga pwede ninyo depende sa kung ano niyo kay ay cross tabs kay ang example natin kagina is sex and right-handedness or left-handedness, meaning kung ano siya, kung left-handed ka, kung right-handed ka, kung ang ano bala ang imo nga pangamot or ang dominant hand ninyo kung di nang ginagamit ninyo permi. It's either left-handed or right-handed ka. So like for example, let's sa at ibutang naton abi ang sample naton sa crosstabulations. Like for example, di ba do karon may plebisito sa ang latest news na batian ko kay nakay Tulfo sa News 5. Nag-election ang mga tao sa Palawan. Ang ginbotohan nanda hindi ang politiko Kay may diyan sa dang guys, premise nga lugar nanda sa Palawan himuon nga 3 ka distrito. So Palawan i-divide sa Northern Palawan, Southern Palawan kag Central Palawan. Himo doon nga 3 bali. Maghambal ka nga Palawan, isa ka isla nga hanggod, tapos yung mga isla-isla nga gagmay. Amo day bilog nga Palawan province. Di kay kahanggod gid man ka Palawan province. Amakon mo naga-extend ana nga territory halin sa Mindoro, Igotlan ka Mindoro. Panaog sa dalom, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi doon niya nasa Kopan sa dalom niya. So amo da kalabog ang Palawan, labog siya. So gen plebiscite nanda, meaning to say nagboto ang tawo kung tungaon kung hindi Palawan. So yung mo naton i-cross tabs naton siya. So for crosstabulation, so mabutang kita de. Okay, so diyan parang hindi niyo makita ang sa babaw. Or pwede man kitaan niyo sa babaw samtang nag-ano kita de. Okay. So cross tabs, butang naton de. Crosstabulation of Palawan. Example lang diyan, hindi amo gyud nagwa nga sa election nanda, pero province plebiscite. Ay, Palawan. Crosstabulation ng Palawan, province plebiscite. Alam ko nakadto do kamo sa Palawan. Alam ko takto spelling ko. Walang taon talang da. Okay. Ang plebiscite I don't know if my spelling is correct, pero sige. Okay, so like for example, ang is to divide the Palawan province into 2 areas. So may pilian sanda no. It's either Yatawo, so choice, and then choice, terms of sex, sabi no, or male and female, ano, panimbutang ninyo. Sex na lang, ano. Okay, so choice kag sex. Okay, so this one. Kung ano kita sa choice kag sex, so ang choice will be sa dalom, no? And then ang sex will be this dia. Haiti, nakaano siya din mo. So this, kung ang choice natin will be duwa lang kabilog, yes lang siya. Then no. Then ang sa babaw naman will be male and female. Okay. So this one is 2 variables only, no? So this one. Okay, so let's, ano siya, kaya daw medyo 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, okay, so this one. Paste ko lang siya dyan. Okay. Then, i-ano ninyo siya. So this one, this is already a crosstabs. So, but before that, you still have to put total here. So this is 2 variable by 2 variable. So para nga ma-describe natin siya. So like for example, ang yes abi no, ang total nga vote kay yes mabalaan naton nakaroon ko for example is 345 and then the female will be 234. Nantaon natin kung the same siya. So supposedly the same na siya. Ang okay, so total will be this one. So ang male naman will ang sa dalom sa male nga nagno is 121. Ang female naman is 95. So the total of this will be 579. So ang taon natin karon the same siya ang dia kag ang dia. Okay, so i-total mo natin siya. So this one. Okay. So butang balon, if ever we have this kind of table, that is the Crosstabulation of Palawan Province BSIT. So it's either that you are going to vote for yes or no, and then the sex or the vote for the male people and the vote for the female people. So yes man asanda or no. So kung magbutang ka mo di sa table nga dyan, it means nga yes, nagboto ang mga lalaki nga yes is 345. Nagboto ang mga lalaki nga no is 121. So amo ka na mag-interpret. So ang kabilugan ka mga lalaki is 466. So it means nga out of example 345 466 345 lang ang nag-yes. Out of 466, 1 to 1 lang ang nag-yes. Whereas a female naman, kung diyan ka mo magbutang, it means nga dang ano, there will be 234 female nga nag-yes and 95 ang female nga nag-no. So out of 239 nga female nga nagboto, it's supposedly 234 ang nag-yes and 95 ang nag-no. So kung i-total na siya, supposedly will be 795. So let's check kung diya kita mag-sum. 795. So the same man lang sila gyapon. So this one. So this is already a cross-tabulation. So that is ano, you have 2 by 2 na cross-tabs. Kaya duwa lang ang choice mo di sa variable, duwa man ka variable diya. So other than that guys, I think medyan man guys nga cross-tabulations nga tagtatlo or duwa 2 by 3 or 3 by 3 depende sa variable or sa value nga ginbutang ninyo. So like for example, if we have crosstabs naton abi ang sa ano no. This is another example. Don't worry, we have still a lot of time no. So this is to show you lang other factors or other variables na pwede ninyo ibutang. Crosstabulation of okay, call of colors and chairs. So like for example, if you have, so this one, the colors, no? You put your colors, then slash chairs. Okay. So for colors and chairs, what you're going to do is, for colors, nice. So syempre ang colors diya. So like, what about kung may 3 ka colors kabi, may red, may blue, may yellow. So these are the primary colors. So for chairs naman, it's either low chairs and high chairs. So, okay, so prungkuan nga malabog or prungkuan nga magagmay. Pero may color ka nga ginbutang. So this is a 3x2 nga cross-tabulation. So kamo guys, pwede man kamo ka butang ka pareho kada. Then the total will be put here. Then we have another total sa PIAC. So don't forget the total, other guy. Otherwise, you have minus points naman. Okay, so this will be this one. Okay. So then after that, you're going to supply the So actually, pwede ka cross tabs pero gito bilog, no. This is how are you going to cross tabs in Excel. Pero in SPSS lain naman na siyang bagay. So I cannot demo you right now on SPSS because I ko na-installan ang laptop na daya kaya SPSS. But sige guys, anyway, in a next meeting or some other times, if we use SPSS, I can share you cross tabs also. Madali lang siya actually ng cross tabs. So like for example, you're going to supply the data here. So 344, 144, 121. Then this one is 460. 5 chairs, we have 234 and 223. So ano lang, total lang guys. What you're going to do is total lang din. Is auto sum. I-add nyo lang siya. Okay. So diyan naman kita mabutang ulit na total. Okay, so this one, 14, 12. May concept yak. I-check na to na. Kay laban-laban di same man sila gyapon. So 14, 12, it's correct. The same man siya. Okay, so that is for cross tabulations, ha. It's very easy man lang activity nga pwede natin Okay? Okay, so I think we have a Palawan concept culture. May sa Palawan ako. Palawan, okay. Palawan yan ang natin. Yeah, example. Okay, so any questions guys regarding our activity for this week? Do you have any particular questions sa cross tabulations kag sa cumulative frequency?
Sir,
Yes, Rose, and
pareho abi sir kung hindi mo pagamiton ang last time mo nga activity 5 kag 6 sir, okay lang?
Pwede man, Rose. Kung pwede mo man gyapon da magamit gyapon na naton. Pwede man. Or yeah, akon lang kung tong last time hay gamiton nyo siya hay para madali lang bala kaninyo mag hay may dayan nga daan mo. Hindi do ka mo magbutang katong frequency, absolute frequency tong F, tapos ang relative frequency tong RF. Pero pwede man gyapon nga start ka mo sa puno eh. Madali man lang da guys. Actually may sample man kamo diya sa naton. So hindi ka mo mabudlayan gid.
Sige sir, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome Roseanne. Ano pa gid ya pamangkot? May dyan pa gid guys nga pamangkot. Again, charge ko yung laptop ko. Hey, manog low bat na siya. Okay, so I hope that you don't have any problem. Na-check ko na guys ang last activity ninyo pag nabalik. I think 34 something ang nakapasa. And that's very good. Kay that's more than half of your classmates na naka-comply sa itong activity na to. You don't have any questions, guys? Mapos mo lang, no? Actually, sa Excel nyo lang siya what's this? I-obrahon. Okay doon. Ang guys, kung gusto nyo palawigon, gid or panggo doon ang crosstabulation ninyo, pwede man. Pwede man gani nga 3x5 nga variable or kung gusto ka mo, konpera, ay mahapos mo lang siya gid nga i-picture out. Ang crosstabs nga ginbutang naton will be ang sa table form. Ang computation niya, it's another matter. Abi, kinanglan sa computation may SPSS ka mo para hapos lang gid. Mapos siya. Ato gani ga-add lang kita gani sa sa ang crosstabulation abi gina-compare nyo ang variable nga mo kada sa isa ka variable nga mo kada. Crosstabs dahil tawag na. Crosstabulation. Okay, so tama kalipot gid guro ya naton tong on this evening. Sige. Kung may ka mo questions, pwede do ka mo guys ka-attendance. Para alipot lang ya time naton nga session do karon. Okay man gali. Okay man gawa problema. Ang sa nato abi guys, exact answer abi yung makita ninyo. So it's not essay nga do pareho ka essay. Nga which is mas lang gani convenient. Kay may lateral value ang mathematics compare sa iban nga Okay, sige. Si Ezekiel, hindi ka doon to mag-attendance ha? Kay may Palawan ka doon din yung limbutang. Okay, duda. And then after you jot down your attendance, guys, I think you have your na. Thank you guys for attending the session for this evening. For your information, ang hindi ka online gali, may tuya pa nga nabilin nga mga module kanakon, basta gusto nyo. Duro pa to nabilin guys, 12 to ka copies ang naton. Galing 1 to 3 pa lang tong activity. Pwede ka mo to kabuol kanakon sa module. Okay, thank you. May module to ya guys ha. Basta gusto niyo bulon yung module niyo kanakon. Ang sa iba nabi kaninyo nga way pa ka last time kapasa ka activity. I-jot down yung attendance niyo guys sa natin sa talk box. Ya iba naggiwa lang way ka attendance. Way guro kamaan nga yung attendance ibutang sa Guys, hindi ka muna yung magwa kung why ka mo ka-attendance. I-attendance nyo to sa may chat box lang. Palihog. Okay. So, kabay pa nga matapos ninyo yan ang activity natin, guys. Kay, it's very easy, man. So,
Andel.
Okay, thank you. May shoutout ka mo, guys? May shoutout ka mo? Ha?
Op.
Absent si Leo.
Din si Leo nag-ato.
Absent ka sir, may...
Basta nagpabakuna. Nagpa-vaccine.
Vaksinan.
Kung sa, ay, hindi lang. May post lang ko ba sila yung magba sa baba ko.
Record ta.
Yeah?
I-record ta.
Records ha? Oo, naka-record. No, pa hindi ko pwede dad. Line dad hambal ko. Nasa vaccine lang ng ano.
Hindi, Tod.
Abot na. Abot na. Tingala ko man. Abot na gali. Labog na ano dagom. Ay, sorry na ano ko laptop na sa lapay. Daw mga amo daw urok labog yung dagom mo.
Dulan sa ako.
Gasirit siguro pagwain no sa kita mo dagom mo daklabog injection.
Iwi.
Thank you guys. Thank you for
Sir,
attending this evening.
Keep safe, sir.
Thank you. Kamu man. Kamagadto ka mo sa eskwelahan pang hapit ka man sa guard mang ano ka alcohol ha. Hindi man siya strict na subong pero
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. May shout out ka.
Why masera?
Kay hapon do ka mo dyan. Okay pa.
Why pa, sir?
Ate, yapon do ka mo kon ano.
Okay, sir.
Mark Lloyd na si Braden dyan, no? May hambal sa naguro. Mark Lloyd. Ano to?
Sir, ano ganit name kay YouTube mo, sir?
Paul Gartek. Paul Gartek. Hindi, i-send ko lang yung link sa ano ninyo, sa dang GC. Ito ako manila pero may gina-post.
Sige, sir, thank you.
Sige guys, 5 months standing ba? 5 sanda. Alena, thank you. Randel, thank you. Braden Jan, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys. And good evening
Thank
again.
you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. Sige guys, mo man dyan kalipot yan natin. Ano ko doon guys ha? I-off ko ng record para